Hey, this is Luke Basin from Fighting Stance Media here with Corey Anderson, fights for the UFC currently. First question for you, Corey, is what's it like being a coach? You're here today at Dead Serious MMA 29 as a coach of 4 fighters, so what's that like?
I mean, it's fun. It's something else to give back. You know, you do all this thing to give back to the community. After you make it, everybody say it's always good to give back. So this is one of my things I like to do. You know, I was a college wrestling coach before I started fighting.
Sure.
And I did a lot of camps growing up, like teaching kids. So I like helping the younger generation and those below us. You know, not like beneath us, but the ones that want to get to where I am.
Absolutely.
To pass my knowledge on and help them get to where I'm at.
It's a beautiful attitude. What's the number one thing you're trying to teach them as a developmental skill? Like, what's something that you want the beginning MMA fighter to get as a skill, first off?
The first thing I tell them is work hard. If you just come here day in and day out, you're at every practice, and you do what you're supposed to, you're always working hard. The hard work's going to pay.
That mindset, that grinding mindset.
Yeah, I mean, before I was new technically any technical moves, I just pushed the pace, you know. When I fought, wrestled, everything, I just pushed hard as I could until we gassed out, and I would win. And eventually you learn the technique come along with it, and from there you just set. You already had the hard work from the beginning, and you learn the technical part from the rest. Just listen to your coaches and believe in your technique, and the rest is just gold.
Is there any up-and-coming fighter out of your gym that you're most excited about, maybe in the amateur levels right now? We can give a shout out to them. I mean, if you don't want to pick one, don't.
I mean, we just got a lot of good guys, like every week. Like Saturday, today, we have our amateurs and our pros mixed together at Nick Catone. We've had amateurs going, Eddie Alvarez helping him, Southpaw.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
So, you know, everybody going, Frank Yeager, Edson Barbosa. You got Justin Borowski this morning, did 3 rounds with Edson Barbosa. And he's fighting here in 2 weeks for Dead Serious as well. So, you know, everybody, you know.
So the whole teamwork, like that,
the
there's
whole
no
team.
separation between the
That's why we're the Iron Army. We're as strong as our weakest link.
Absolutely.
So if our newest person can help, we're gonna all help him. We're gonna get him there to something happen, and we need an extra sparring partner. He's a southpaw person that weighs 155 that can help Eddie out. We detain him, show him how to strike, southpaw, move, wrestle, and when time comes, he can help Eddie, or he can help Frankie, or he can come up whatever weight and help the next person.
And imagine what
on.
that does for him. You know, he's helping somebody like that level. That's wonderful. To switch a little bit to your UFC career, I just want like a funny behind-the-scenes story that happens anywhere in your fight career, particularly in UFC. Anything that's kind of funny or weird behind the scenes.
I mean, we just have fun. Me and my crew, we have fun the whole time. So the whole thing is just laughter. Me and Frankie Perez. I think probably the funniest thing for us was we always wanted to do they had this thing called the Running Man Challenge. So it was like a thing that was all on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and stuff for about a good 4 or 5 months. And we talked about it on the plane, my last fight in UFC 198 in Brazil. And we said, man, we're going to do it. Like, while we're in Brazil, we're going to do it in Brazil and film it, put it on Instagram. It's going to blow up that way. And just so happened, we get off the plane, and the UFC's there, like, oh, we're doing embedded on you today. And so we're going to be following you the whole time. The whole time we train for the week, they following us. And it's fun. We rolling. And we said the first time that song come on, no matter what we're doing, we stop and doing running back.
No.
So we're in the middle of training, and all of a sudden, I feel. That's what you go. And we look at each other in the middle of training, and we just broke free. So, so they called us on the bed. Like, what are you guys doing?
Did it get on embedded?
Yeah, it was on embedded. Too. It was like, we told each other on the plane, like, whenever that song come on, we got to do it. And they loved it. They actually called me, like, we just want to get more film with you. You guys are just hilarious. We just have fun. It's like we at home. We don't talk about fighting much. He's my best friend. So when we're not in training camp together or training together, we all hanging out, driving, going somewhere, doing weddings. He DJs. I'm with him. So you know, it's always a good time. So it's always fun. We always laugh.
That is probably the best part, right? Because if it becomes like a job, then you lose that passion.
I don't care to do it anymore. But when we always laugh and wake up, we cracking jokes. We watching movies till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Fall asleep, whenever we fall asleep, we laugh all the way to the scale, laugh all the way to the cage, and then it's serious. So when the cage's over, 15 minutes, win, lose, or draw, whatever it is, we're back to laughing. You know, there's no cursing and crying about it. You know, it happens. We go back to the gym, but for now, we're going to enjoy the night, and we go back to the drawing board.
It's a great attitude as both a fighter and a coach, right? To keep it light and fun. Last question for you is, what has been your favorite fight, or I should ask your favorite, because I know you were also wrestling, your favorite match ever? Fight or match?
I'd say my favorite. Actually, I got 2. I'm gonna go with one wrestling, which was I can't remember the exact date or whatever. But my senior year in college, I was ranked 2nd in the country, and I wrestled the number 3 ranked guy in the country, and I was supposed to just maul the guy. Like, I was way better than him, but it was pretty good, and he actually was beating me 11-1 going into the 3rd period with 2 minutes left, and I ended up coming back and beating him by points and then pinned him in overtime.
Wow.
So, well, I ended up tying the match. We went to overtime and I pinned him in overtime. So that was probably my best match in wrestling. In fighting wise, I would say my best fight was probably against Tom Lawler. You know, he was a banger.
Sure.
Like, I enjoyed my battle with Gian Vellante, but Tom came ready to go. Every time I threw a punch, he would throw a punch. And I've known for outstriking my opponents 5 punches to 1. And if I threw 5 punches, he was throwing 6. If I threw 6, he was throwing 7. So it was a battle all the way to the end, and he gassed out slowly in the third, and that's when I kind of took over and got the split decision.
So you really like the battles. You really like the stuff where it's come from behind and where you had to really work.
Yeah, I love that's
probably the best part.
That's
right?
like I said, hard work. I've worked hard my whole life. My father instilled it to me. So anytime I can do what I've known from the get-go, my bread and butter is just work hard. And I always want to know I outwork somebody else. And when you come down to the nitty-gritty, to the end of the round, the end of the third period, third round, whatever, fight wrestling, you know I got to dig deep to get this win. That's the most satisfying, because the one thing I came in with, I always said, if I always work hard, nobody can beat me. At the end of the day, you win a fight that way, there's no better feeling than knowing that you were right.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. Best wishes to all your fighters today. Have a good one. This is Luke Mason from Fighting Stance Media. Check out the article and the interview. Thanks a lot, guys. And special thanks to Corey Anderson.